I am here in Fort Worth, Texas, where yesterday I spoke to 800 destination marketers and sports event producers about creating a sense of place. But today we're not going to talk about creating a sense of place, but I have a question for you. Does this sound like something you'd say? I want to make videos, but my business is boring. How am I supposed to get people interested?
I'm David Miller, and I'm a territory sales manager with Dymax.
Sure, it can be difficult to make something like UV light curing glue more memorable and exciting and interesting.
As a high-intensity LED spot
But
curing
here's a little secret to make any video more memorable. Make your videos funny. That's right, make your videos funny. Now I gotta walk back. But you don't have to be Jerry Seinfeld, by the way, to make this work.
Most of you aren't funny.
Yes, that's right. Humor is the key to making your B2B videos more memorable. And today we're gonna break down the 3 key components that you must implement if you're going to be successful making funny B2B videos. So we're gonna take your humdrum videos and make them hilarious. We're gonna turn them from lifeless to laughable, from boring to bodacious, from dull to divine, and from stuffy to stupendous. Now, before I dive into the 3 key components, I want to introduce you to a company called Webflow. Now, I'm in the middle of redesigning my website, and I chose Webflow as my design tool. And obviously, with any new tool, you have to start learning how to use it. So I've been watching their tutorial videos, and they are amazing. They are a treat. I am treated to jokes and gags and knee slappers from their educational team, and it's awesome. Webflow's video tutorials are the brainchild of a guy named McGuire Brannon, who's the VP of Educational Development, I think.
Yes.
And in his videos, he's joined by a little cast of characters. His video producer, a guy named Greamer, and another team member on the educational team named Sarah.
Change it back.
Sorry, Sarah, I can't change it.
Now, with each one of their videos, they are able to inject just a little bit of humor into what would otherwise be an unbelievably boring B2B video. You know, like a web design video like this.
And since I'm using M units, the wizardry method, I'm gonna set the height to 0.07 M.
Or this.
To use the newsletter type form, just go to the Forms drop-down menu, which is right over here, and click Form.
Now, before we go any further, you need to understand something really important about Webflow's video tutorials. These are not LOLing videos. You're not gonna laugh out loud, but that's exactly why they work. You see, they inject just a little bit of humor inside the educational content because the goal is to educate you first and entertain you second. And that, my friends, is a key component of creating a great video for a B2B business.
2 key points.
Yeah, you want to make the comedy not too subtle, but not too extreme. Imagine a comedy-o-meter. I mean, come on, surely you've heard of the comedy-o-meter. It's a scale, and on one end of the scale you have boring, like most B2B boring tutorial videos.
And an improved user interface.
Hey, I hope this hasn't been boring for you.
And on the other end of the comedy scale you have, like, I don't know, like the best Saturday Night Live skit ever.
Down by the river!
Now, a famously funny commercial like the one from Dollar Shave Club is probably like a 9 on the comedy-o-meter.
Our blades are
Hey.
great.
And Webflow would probably be like a 3 or a 4 on the comedy scale. So that's like the perfect medium place to be, like a 3 or 4 on the scale for a boring B2B video to be entertaining and memorable. Yeah, I want you to think dad jokes.
Am I the raddest, baddest dad a kid ever had?
Okay, component number 2. Now, I've watched dozens and dozens of Webflow's tutorial videos, and they are really, really good. As I'm trying to learn, I'm thoroughly entertained. But they do something really masterful that we could all learn from, and it's this. Do you see it? All of their videos feature the same people over and over again. Bam, bam, and bam. And each character has a special role to play. Like McGuire is the, educational one, and Sarah is kind of the butt of all the pranks and jokes. And Greamer, well, he's kind of the prankster of the 3. Over time, viewers like me build a relationship with the characters who are creating these videos. So have a small cast of characters that you can build a relationship with. And that's key component number 2. Create a small cast of characters that viewers can build a deeper relationship with to build trust and respect, not just for you and the brand, but the content and information you're delivering. Okay, on to the last and maybe the most important component for a great, memorable B2B video. B2B companies make a wide variety of videos. They make brand storytelling videos, tutorial videos, they make corporate testimonial videos, they make videos. Regardless of how the videos are being used, the viewers in the B2B case are usually learning along the way. And researchers have actually found that there's a correlation between humor and learning. It's called the humor effect. I know that's not very funny, is it? The humor effect says that people tend to remember things better when they perceive it to be funny. In fact, researchers have found that when professors inject humor into a lesson, students test higher on their scores. And what's even better is the professors who use humor tend to be highly rated. There's just one thing you need to remember. The humor effect only works when the humor is injected in a way that's meant to enhance the learning, not detract from it. And that's component number 3. And I'm telling you, Webflow has nailed it. So you can't overdo the comedy. Make sure the comedy is there to support the education, not to get in the way of it. Otherwise, your viewers remember the funny bits, but they don't remember the important stuff. All right, there you have it. Use a 3 or 4 on the comedy scale. Create a consistent cast of characters that your audience will build a relationship with, and don't overdo it. Keep your comedy subtle so that it actually enhances the content you're creating. Do that, and you're well on your way to creating a great brand storytelling video or tutorial video or how-to video or customer testimony, any kind of video that actually is memorable. Next week on the Loyalty Loop, we're going to actually dive into chatbots again, and I'm going to show you why we could all learn something from the oldest chatbot in the world. I'll see you next week in my Loyalty Loop.
Joey will have the steak and my wife and I will have the fish.